This is it. Time for new beginnings on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello, and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz, and I've got Tina Nunziato sitting right here by my side. Today is a major eventful day for us because it is officially the last day of our practice, as we've known it for almost 18 years. Yeah. In fact, we were just telling our kids last night, or a couple of our kids, that this is all they've known since they've been alive, because our twins are 16 and we started the practice in 2007. Yeah, 2007. They were born in 2009. So yeah, it's actually, it's crazy. But yes, this is the end of an era officially. By the time this episode gets released, it is done.
It is done.
It is done.
Yes, doors are locked.
Doors are locked. Practice is officially closed. It's been a wonderful ride. It's been a wonderful experience. We have had the honor and the pleasure of taking care of thousands of our patients. I think we have well over 35,000 patients that we have taken care of through the past 18 years. Mm-hmm. And I consider that a blessing and an honor that those patients trusted us and allowed us to be a part of their journey. And it's been a wonderful experience. We've been able to provide jobs for many families, including our mothers, which has been awesome. We've been able to provide a livelihood for our family. We've been able to, like I said, 3 of our children basically have grown with this practice, because one of them is 19 and then the twins are 16.
Yeah, Kai was only a year old when we started this business.
Our oldest was what he was he was 18. Yeah, so he was about 8 or 9. And so yes, so it provided in the day when it was pretty much required by most medical practices and hospitals for me as a gastroenterologist to take call. What we were trying to create was something where I wouldn't need to be on call, and at least not all the time, and I could at least be home in the evenings to have dinner with my family, and I could be home on weekends. And that's what this practice provided for us. Mm-hmm. And it allowed me to be home. And so it has been a wonderful thing. It has been a blessing. And but things happen, and sometimes good things must come to an end. But then other good things open up. And so today is officially the last day of this practice. We did open up at the end of December 2007. And so there's a lot of emotion, with this, and we just wanted to celebrate because it's been a wonderful journey, and now we move on to new things and starting new chapters in our life. Mm-hmm. So welcome.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. Yes, no, but it's April 30th, 2025.
Yes,
our last day. So very excited. We've been a lot of like Dr. Cruz said, a lot of emotion building up over these last several months of everything. Deciding where you were going to go next, and then informing all the patients, and just trying to wrap everything up nicely and be there for everybody, making sure that they feel like they're being taken care of, and either having them follow you or finding new GIs and trying to get those records out as fast as possible, to recording tons of messages and getting the office ready. I told you, it's almost been harder closing it down than it was starting it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me, we've both been feeling it. I mean, from my end, wrapping up hundreds of pathology reports and getting results ready for patients and closing off encounters.
Oh yeah, patients calling because they hadn't gotten their result letter yet, and they're so worried
Panicking.
that you're not going to send out result letters after you just scope them, and they're so cute. I mean, you all should know better, okay? You know, Dr. Cruz.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been
It's been a lot. We've been. I was telling Tina yesterday, or that actually I got on the phone with my assistant, and I was giggling, and she was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "I'm so delirious right now." And so I just, when I get really, really tired, I just get delirious and giggly. And I was like, I just pulled an all-nighter, and I haven't done that in forever.
You did that.
Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't sleep because I was so excited that, there's been a lot. Yes, there's been sad things that have happened over the last several months, but there's a lot of great things that are coming out of it, a lot of blessings and a lot of excitement, because it's a major thing for us to bring this practice to a close, and to do it in a nice way. We've been slowly wrapping things up, and so that excitement, that adrenaline has been really pumping through my bloodstream, because it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be literally at a point. I'm at a point right now on this day, April 30th, where I have nothing to do in regards to the practice. I have no results to review. I have not had that in
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah. Well, and we use a system called eClinicalWorks for our EMR, and there was always this long-standing joke, because at the top of the EHR, there's these jelly beans that have all the work that you have. So all the telephone encounters, all the labs to review, all the documents to review, everything. And Dr. Cruz's jelly beans always showed, 100, 150, 80, like so many. And she'd always be, early on in the practice, it was always like, oh my gosh, when will I ever get these down to 0? And I was like, well, you're never going to get them down to 0, because the minute you get them down to 0, you don't have a business anymore. So
Exactly.
It was that realization that the jelly beans were always going to stay up there. But I am proud to say that her jelly beans are at 0.
Yes. I told Tina that the last time I saw them at 0 was when we started on that electronic medical record system. So it is true. I used to get so frustrated because I wanted to get them back to 0, but Tina was right. They weren't ever going to get to 0 because we were busy, and we were getting busier and busier, which meant, more things coming into us. And so I started looking at those jelly beans as a blessing, really, and as job security. It was like, well, my jelly beans are still high, and you know what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing, because it just means we're keeping busy and taking care of a lot of patients. And so yes, now all of a sudden come to a screeching halt after all these almost 2 decades, and it's really a lot of emotions, and a lot of it's like, wow. A lot of different emotions going on right now. So
you're not a big crier, but you've done a lot of crying.
I have
over the last few months.
I have. I've done a lot of crying, and so yeah, I've just there's just been a lot of emotions, and good and bad. And so first of all, I just want to thank you. Oh my goodness, there might be a little tear coming out right now. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you trusted us. If you're one of our regular listeners, if you're one of our patients at the office, because I know there's a lot of listeners that are not actually our patients, but a lot of you are. And if you're one of those, thank you so much for your trust in us, your trust in me, for putting your life in my hands, okay? Because I take it very seriously. When I took that Hippocratic Oath in medical school, I took that and really put it into my heart. And for all of my career, I have taken that, just to heart, that you would trust me with your life, as we put you under with anesthesia, and I do a procedure on you, or procedures. Many of you have come to me for years, and I've had the honor of doing multiple procedures on you. You've let us take care of you in the office, and that means so much. I can't even describe what that means, because you have put your life in our hands. And so I just want to thank you for your trust. Thank you for letting us take care of you. It has been such an honor, and I can't say thank you enough. Thank you for everything. Thank you for trusting our staff. I couldn't have done this alone. When Tina and I decided to open it, the deal was she would run the business. She would be the office manager and run all the operations while I was taking care of patients. And there is no way that I could have done this alone. We've done it together. It's been a team effort. And then with all of our staff, we've done it together. We could not have run this practice without every single person involved, every single staff member. We are a team and we work together. And there has never been a time when I have felt like, well, this is my practice, and you guys are going to do it the way I say it because this is never. I've always tried to run this with the team mentality, because there's no way I could do this. And even the surgical centers, all the staff at all the different surgical centers and the hospitals where I've gone to through all the years, I couldn't have done it. We couldn't have done it without that team effort. Okay, it's a village. We work together. We're a team in order to be able to provide the care that we provide to all of our patients. And so thank you to everyone, not only our patients. I mean, yes, like I said, thank you for trusting us and for letting us take care of you, but to our staff, to all of the facilities where we've been at, those of you that are listening that work at the different facilities where I take my cases. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to my amazing wife, because there is no way I could have done this without her. Like I said, we made a decision and a pact to each other at the beginning on how we were going to run this, and we've hung in there together for almost 2 decades. So I thank you for making this possible, and for everything that you do, for everything that you've done. There's no way that I could have done this alone. So thank you so much.
Well, and thank you for being Dr. Cruz.
Yes.
Because what doctor would come on a podcast and thank their patients for being patients? It is who she is. She's amazing. So thank you, Dr. Cruz, for all the years of
Absolutely. Thank you.
quality care.
Yeah, no, it's been a wonderful journey. And God has blessed us. We put our trust in God, and we continue to put our trust in God. And I'm not going to say it's been smooth sailing. We have had our ups and downs. And there have been times when Tina and I have looked at each other and we're like, this, are we going to make it through this? Are we going to get through this? But together, and with the hand of God, with God by our side, God has lifted us through these rough roads and these rocky mountains, and He got us through over to the other side where we could actually see the ocean and the sun and the sunrise. So it definitely has been a journey, and so yes, thank you to everyone, and thank you to God for giving us the opportunity to do this and for being there by our side.
Yeah, so for those of you that are our patients, I mean, we did send a text out in March to everybody and an email letting them know what was happening with the practice. If you for some reason did not get that information, we apologize. The best way to access what's happening with the practice is by going to the practice website, drlizcruzpartners.com. It's DRLIZCRUZ partners.com. We will keep that website up. We will keep that notification up for probably the next several years, so that people can find out what's happening with us out there. It talks about if you want to follow Dr. Cruz, how to follow Dr. Cruz. If you don't want to follow her downtown to Dignity, the other GIs in the area that she recommends, so you can transfer your care. It talks about medical record requests. We hired what's called a medical record custodian to manage the records for the next 7 years. So there's no rush to get your records. Depending on where you go, They can request the records. You can personally request your records of the custodian. All the details are out on the website on how to get access to that. We also talk about out there how to reach us for the wellness business. So that, everyone's been asking me, are you following Dr. Cruz down to Dignity? And I said, no, I'm going to be working from home. The wellness business is one of the reasons why we're making this move. Dr. Cruz has, really wanted to slow down a little bit with scopes, but also put more time and effort into the wellness business. And I'm so excited to start putting 100% of my time into that business, because since we started it in 2010, I've maybe put 30 to 40% of my time into it. And we've grown it through the years with just that. But to take my full brain power and put it into that business, I am so excited.
Watch out, watch out.
Watch out, world. Here comes enzymes and probiotics. But yeah, we have, because we've been so busy closing down the office over the last few months, I have literally had no time to put into the wellness business. But every once in a while, I'll get this idea, and then you'll get an idea. And I've been just jotting the ideas down. Just like, okay, put it down. I think our list of ideas is like this long now. So you and I have a lot of coffee shop work to do.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait.
As we plan for just the growth of the wellness business. So out there on the website talks about our hotline, our wellness hotline, which I'll give you the wellness hotline right now if you want to connect with us. Where is it on this piece of paper? It's 602-829-5656. That's going to be our new wellness hotline. The other thing to know is you can always reach us at support@drlizcruz.com. We have a lot of patients panicking about, I still have a lab I have to go do, or I have to go do a CT scan or something. Are you going to get those results? Yes. Even though the office is closed, our main phone number is still going to forward to a message that people can listen to what's happening with the practice and where to go next. The faxes are going to be pushing still into us, so we're going to be getting all those results.
Yes, don't worry. Please don't worry.
Yeah, and we're going to be following up with you. So if you have any questions whatsoever that aren't addressed on the website, please email us at support@drlizcruz.com. That will always be there. Always, always, always.
Yes, okay? Yes.
So, that's...
And I do want to throw one thing just to add on to what she's saying. If you are a patient of ours and you're still doing some, testing, labs, radiology testing, whatever it is, like she said, don't worry. We are still going to be getting the reports. However, if you have the test done and it's been a couple weeks and you haven't heard from us, please reach out to us at our support email, because sometimes we don't get those reports. And then we have to reach out to the radiology facility to request it. So if you don't get a call from us, reach out to us. But you will get calls as long as we're getting the reports. We're not done. So please don't panic.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's a wrap, Dr. Cruz.
Is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I just feel like there was so much more to say. Go
to our website.
Please check out our website.
Partners.com.
And please don't be a stranger, reach out to us. Even with this podcast, look, if anything, we may ramp it up more and start doing more episodes. I don't know. We've got a lot to talk about over coffee, a lot. Mm-hmm. And so, we want you to reach out to us at any time. If you have an idea for the podcast, email us, let us know. Even if you just want to drop a, hey, how you guys doing? We love that. Mm-hmm. We love that. And if you haven't rated our podcast, please rate us. Give us a 5. That helps other people like you to find us faster. And lastly, if you have not subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode, okay? And actually, there is one more lastly. If you want to schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult, and yes, I did say it's free. It's for anyone. You could do it from anywhere in the world because it's done over the phone. Get on our website, and you can click the magenta colored button right on the homepage that says schedule free 30-minute wellness consult, okay?
Yeah. And that website is actually different than our practice website. So just so you know, the practice website for all practice details, drlizcruzpartners.com. The website for the wellness business is just drlizcruz.com. Okay, so that's where you want to go to schedule your wellness consult and to continue following us as we grow that business.
Yes. So excited. Thank you again. Love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. Please continue to follow us on this podcast, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.